All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, going to give all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, salutation, and settlement as our person in truth, and Shalom to the elect. Here with the brother Nathan.
Shalom.
All right, we're just going to jump straight into it. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
See, he that put his trust in him, who's him? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, Yahweh, who the world calls God, which means he is or he exists. Yahushai, who the world calls Jesus, which means he saves or he delivers. So those that trust in him, and how do you trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? By sticking to his law, statute, commandments written to the scriptures, which is what? The guideline to our lives, all right? Though we won't be saved by it, but yet we'll be saved by the fact that we believe by showing forth the works and exercising the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as we rehearse them.
Yep.
Like Judges 5:11 says, we rehearse the righteous acts in the land of drawing water. So in the land of our captivities, we're what? We're going to remember ourselves, right? Can you get that up, Baruch? 2 and 30. Start up a couple verses if you want to. Because we got to put our trust in him. So part of that trust is calling on the name and then exercising the law, statute, commandments, to the best of our ability. Go ahead.
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
And then also in the trust, we're trusting what? The prophecies. All right, we're trusting that this hell and captivity that we're currently in under Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's rulership, that he said he was going to deliver us and save us from our enemies, like it says about the Luke, I believe the first chapter.
Yep.
That we'll be saved from our enemies, man. And all those that hate us, man. And that's these heathen nations, starting with the so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man, so-called Japanese man, so-called East Indian man, so-called Arabian man. All these nations hate us, man, because they ain't us. All right, because we're the elect and chosen of the true and living power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, go ahead with that.
But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves.
Yep, so we're going to start at the top.
Baruch 2 and 30.
Yep.
For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
Right. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai set up prophets across the four corners of the earth, and we know that vast majority ain't going to listen to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? And that's why, and also what happened too is while we're in this captivity, because we went against his law, statute, commandments, and we served other gods, man, and not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So we cheated on the Lord, so the Lord had to punish us, and he turned his back on us, but he has raised up an elect. So start again.
Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Right, but in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. All right, we're remembering that we ain't so-called just black people, a Mexican, a Hispanic, black. We ain't the Negroes. We're not Latinos. No, we're the Israelites. We're remembering in all these captivities that we're actually God's chosen people. We're the Hebrew Israelites. All right, go ahead.
Yep. They shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will
we shall know he's the Lord thy God. And how we know them? Through the prophecies. They're coming to life. And how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai looks out for us in our daily life. He shows us that he's the true and living power. Just think about the certain situations, the little jams we've been in this world, and the Lord has delivered us out of them. They're showing that he's alive and well. Nothing happens on accident or by mistake. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai ordains everything. Man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? And that's Proverbs 20 and 24. Go ahead.
Well, the scripture say the Lord is known by his judgments.
Known by his judgments, yeah.
It says, For I will give them in heart and ears to hear.
So he's going to give us a mind and the ability to hear and understand this word. Because also it says what? Faith cometh by the hearing of the word. So the ones that are going to actually activate, like the Lord's sleeper cell agents, is the elect. They're going to hear this word, and they're going to cling to it and serve him in truth and sincerity to the best of their ability. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
See, that name, singular. Ain't no many names. the Lord's got many titles, right? But his name, all right? Because you'll hear Christians or whatever. He's got many names. The Prince of Peace, whatever. Nah, man. It's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yeah. All right, we just went over it. Okay, he's got many titles, just like people in the world. We got titles. You might be, they'll call you everything but your name: supervisor, manager, dad, father, cousin. Those are titles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not our names. You know? Go ahead.
I got some. Isaiah, is it 10? Yeah, Isaiah 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel.
Right. See, now that we know ourselves, and we're coming back and serving Him in truth and sincerity. Guess what? Esau, Edom, and these nations. Guess what? They're going to be put down, man. We're no longer going to be held under their captivity, man. All right, because the Lord is going to deliver us. All right, go ahead. Read that again back one more time.
Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob.
Yep, see the escape, all right? Because the elect, they're going to actually escape the nuclear destruction. They're going to escape the concentrated laser beam. They're going to escape the plagues that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is bringing upon the face of the earth. Just like he's plaguing the earth now with earthquakes, with tempest and storm. All right, he's visiting with flames of fire. All right, and like I said, ultimately, them flames of fire is going to be them nukes. Okay, but the Lord's allowing volcanoes to go out. He's allowing heavy weather to come to destroy things. Okay, look what happened to Gary, Indiana. Still without power in a lot of places. All right, that's hell. All right, while the people with these rich conditions, guess what, are getting help right away. Go ahead. That's why it says his eyes are privileged set against the poor. It's talking about Esau, even the so-called white man, the ones in rulership, the wicked. Go ahead.
It says, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return.
Yep, see? Because Israel's the biggest nation on earth. All right, we probably encompass at least half of the whole global population, or even maybe more. You know, we're the biggest nation, okay? Mm-hmm. But guess what? Only the elect, only a small number is actually going to make it on this side. Because what? They're the ones that turn to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and the rest of our people, what? They've turned to live after the ways of the heathen. All right, in the land of their captivities. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got anything to add? Go ahead.
It says, the consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. That was it on that.
Yeah, go back to that Baruch.
Okay. Baruch 2 and verse 33. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord.
Right, that's why Romans 15 and 4 says what? Get that from the Lord. Because we know about the sins of our fathers, because through the Spirit, what we are our fathers. You know, we come back every third, fourth generation. All right, and then everybody's coming back in their lots. Okay, if you're wicked, then you're gonna be wicked now. But if you're that elect, that righteous bunch, all right, you know, working for righteousness, hey, you're gonna be that now. Go ahead.
Romans 15 and 4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. So we know what happened in prior times. So now we got the ability to do better. Even now, as we look to our apostles and our elders that been in this walk before us, guess what? We've learned the path that they've taken. They've already carved out the hard part. Now all we got to do is follow in their footsteps, because they've already been through the things that we're currently going through. You know, so now they can teach us the way and the mistakes they made, so that we don't follow the same path. And then overall, the children of Israel, we got the records on what's happened when you live wickedly. All right, when you choose other gods, you know, when you go against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you get the result that we have currently now. You you got our enemies ruling over us, man. You know, when the earth was made for our sake. Okay, so that's bitter in itself. Like, this place was made for us, but we got to watch everybody else have fun in it. You know,
Right.
live, and actually live good, man. Go ahead.
It says that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Yep, and then we have comfort in the scriptures, man. That's how we're able to make it day by day. Because if we didn't have this, man, we'd off ourselves, man. Especially knowing what we know and not knowing that there's a way out from all the madness that we know about this place.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Man, that's why a lot of people bug out, because they don't have Yahweh Shemel Shai. They got the part, oh yeah, they know the Illuminati. They know that they messing with the foods. They know that. Okay, what's the solution? They don't have that part. The solution is Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because Jake been trying to say, we need our own communities. We've been known that. Yeah, and Esau burn that shit down to destroy it every time. Or Jake fall out over each other. You know why? Because arise ye and depart, this is not our rest. Micah 2:10, all day. Well, this ain't made for us to make it on this side. All right? That's why none of those communities ever worked out entirely, because this is not our rest. Go ahead.
1 Peter 1 and verse 3. Blessed be the God and the Father of the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, which according to his abundant mercy hath begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach from the dead. To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. So yeah, hey, this is a lively hope. This is something that's alive. All right,
Yeah.
This ain't something that because niggas in this world, they hope on things, but it's dead.
Yep.
Because they just hope on things that's destined to be destroyed.
Yeah,
you know?
right. Yeah, Jake want to put they all, yeah, like you just said, perfect. Want to be destroyed, yeah. And carnal possession. With all these things before us right now, it's going to be wiped away, especially here in America.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
But Jake put it all to get that Hellcat, to get that bad used up bitch that the hood done had.
Right.
You know, they done put their lives in danger for the wrong shit, for drug game, to look the part, to be the coldest nigga driving down Mark MLK. You know what I'm saying? Every weekend. No, we're actually putting our life on the line for righteousness' sake.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're gonna be blessed. When they start persecuting us, man, Yahweh Shai said, man, you blessed. When they shall revile you and speak all manner of evil. That's Matthew the 5th chapter, man.
Yep.
You ain't say, you blessed if you stand on that corner with that shit on. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say that in the scriptures.
Right.
that's Nigalations. You know, chapter 6, verses 66. You know?
Alright. So again, it says, verse 4, to an inheritance incorruptible, undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. So see, these are things that nobody in this world can say they had. You know, the blessings that Yahweh Shemel Shai got for us, nobody in this world is going to be able to say, oh, I had that before.
Right.
You know? But what? We believe in the scriptures. We believe that, hey, the Lord got new bodies reserved for us. You know, bodies that's going to be basically perfect. You can't sin against Yahweh Shemel Shai. Going to have spiritual powers. Not going to feel no pain. All right? That's what we believe. And that's why we constantly, serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because, hey, without Yahweh Shemel Shai, hey, you know, we know we're through, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, we might as well die. It says, who are kept by the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. So see, matter of fact, let's get this word kept real quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, and at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's mercy that we are still in the truth. To guard, protect by a military guard, either to prevent hostile invasion or to keep the inhabitants of a besieged city from flight. So yeah, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's constantly guarding us, all right? He got his angels around us in our minds, you know, working on our minds to not give up, you know? But for niggas that's not the elect, hey, they're, you know, the angels is not going to be for them. So again, who are kept by the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through faith unto salvation. And see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's gonna make sure his elect get through it.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna endure to the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he gonna well like let's say he gonna keep us from the hour of temptation. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna keep us from preventing us from taking the micro C hip. You know, the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
All right, he gonna prevent us from falling out this truth. He gonna prevent us, from getting weak. And if we do get weak, he's gonna give us the necessary upgrades to get past that moment.
Yep.
Okay, if we what? Like we start, let's go back to where we started. Wisdom Solomon 3:9. If we what?
Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him.
See, if we trust in him, right? Go ahead.
Shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him.
See, faithful in love. When was that compass? What? If you love me, keep my commandments, right? Mm-hmm. And that's to the best ability. They're saying that ain't gonna make you righteous or perfect. Being a brother, not just doing brotherly things, right? But being a brother, not doing it grudgingly. Yeah. Actually caring for your brother, actually taking the time and being uncomfortable to take care of your own brother, man. That's fighting side by side. Like, how can you say you love Yahweh Bashim Yahushua if you having alts with your brothers that's right there fighting with you on that battlefield, man? In this spiritual warfare that we're going through, man.
Yeah.
You at camp, shalom, shoulder to shoulder, bringing it out, but you mad at it's your brother. You don't want,
Fuck these niggas doing.
Go ahead.
It says, for grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect.
See, for grace and mercy is to his saints, and he has care for his elect, man. So he gonna take care of us. That, like he said in Isaiah 65, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. My servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. My servant shall rejoice, and you shall be ashamed. All right, roughly paraphrasing. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has got his elect, man, because they put their trust in him. The Lord ain't about to hook these people up that don't trust in him in the day of wrath when all hell starts breaking loose. And he said, I'm going to mock when they fear coming. And he going to do that through his men, like we do now. Jacob going to play around, want to be upset with brothers. Well, you get your ass up out of here, man. Being weak, not seeing the mercy. Go do your own thing. Since you want to be by yourself, do your own thing. Hey, may the Lord be with you. But I can tell you that when somebody that don't want to be around the body, then that's a red flag, man.
Yeah.
All right, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's about the body. He's about us being one body, and that's in unison, being like-minded, being around each other, man. Like the scriptures say. Talk about two is better than one. When two or three are in the midst of two or three come in my name, there I am in the midst of them.
Yep.
All right, you're way better. Like they say in the world, two heads are better than one. Shit. So the more brothers you with, man, the better it gets. Like, hey. So for you to want to be solo dolo all the time, like I said, ain't no wrong with a little bit of solitude. Don't get it twisted. Need that too, but nah, man, you should want to be around the brothers, man. Because at the end all be all, we the ones that understand each other.
Yeah.
Your mama don't understand you. Nope. Your cousin don't understand you. Your father don't understand you for real, unless they in the truth. That is. Okay.
Right. It's like this is war. We're at war, a spiritual warfare. Like, imagine us being out there on actually war.
Yeah.
Bullets flying. You can't tell. Just imagine you get shot. You try to tell somebody else, that's living in the city. Yeah, I got shot. He never been shot before.
No.
You try to, break it down to him like, yeah, this is how it felt. He's not going to really feel your pain.
Nope.
Nope. He's not going to really feel the loss that you felt.
Exactly.
But somebody that's like-minded, they can feel it.
Yep.
They can understand it, and they can give you sound advice too.
Yeah, because we fighting the same fight, to think your hell is compassing another. No, that's not. Now there's levels to the demons and shit we fight because of, you know, hey, the higher you get in this thing and, you know, the more time you spend, the stronger the demons, you know what I'm saying? So, but as you progress, if you're spiritual, you're gonna match that and be able to defeat them demons. Because through Yahweh Shemel Shah, you can move mountains, man. And you gotta believe that. Alright? Our faith moves mountains, man. But you gotta believe that. It's not just saying it. And saying just to be men pleaser, saying the right thing so you get brothers off your ass, right? So you be like, oh yeah, Khan, yeah, I understand. But you keep doing the same shit. You don't really believe, man. There should be few far in between the type of mistakes that are happening, you know. Even if they repeat, you know, things happen. That's understandable, but it's the constant of the same bullshit. Alright, well, how about Shemel Shah can't use that? That's a cancer to the body, man. Your actions affect the body. Okay? So, but that's why it comes. You gotta really trust Yahweh Shemel Shah. Not lip service, alright, but in action.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Let's close out.
Alright. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to Apostle and Elders, Great Millstone. Shalom to Shalom.